This is Tim with Polga BOXX, courtesy of Polga Fitness. Today we're going to learn how to wrap our hands. Alright, as a boxer we need to wrap our hands. It's one of the very first things we need to know how to do. There's so many different ways you can do it. There's so many right ways of doing it, not too many wrong ways to do it. The things we want to do is we want to reinforce our fingers, we want to reinforce our hands, protecting our knuckles. We want to secure that thumb. And mostly what we want to do is reinforce that wrist, make sure it doesn't collapse or anything like that. Whenever you're throwing a punch, you want that punch to be nice and straight. You know, goodness sakes, if you were to throw a punch here or here, you'd be in bad news. So we're just going to go over a real basic wrap. Just going to wrap your wraps like this, leave them here. I like it this way, that way you can see how much wrap you have so you don't get over. Now with these meat hooks, they're going to be a little bit bigger than maybe some little lady hands out there. So you'll have a little bit more wrap left at the end. There's several different things about layer knuckles, things like that. If you want a little bit more strength in your wrist, you can protect that up. A little bit more on the jab. Let's just say I throw a lot more jabs in right hands. I need a little more protection here. I want this wrist to be nice and straight for when I throw that 2 punch here. This is your basics here. We're going to put our thumb in right here. We're going to come to the outside of the hand. Thumbs up. That way when I make a fist, it stays nice and tight. Okay? So I'm just going to go 3 times around the wrist. 1, 2, 3. Not too tight, it'll get away from you. So if you go too tight, it's just going to cut off your circulation. Try to stay clear of any kind of elasticy wraps or anything under 180 inches. You're just going to run out of wrap. So these are pretty good Mexican hand wraps. Everlast is what we're doing today. So I'm going to go 3 times around the wrist. I'll come across the hand here, and I'm going to go the knuckles again 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. And get those fingers. I come across the thumb. From the thumb to the outside is my finger, right in between the little guy. Right here, right to the front, and of course we're going to finish off with right in between the fingers there. A little messy over here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this around, cutting through here, and I'm just going to secure this right over the knuckle. Beautiful. From right here, what we can do is we can layer the knuckles if we like. We'll get into that later on, but we're just going to do something nice and basic everybody can do. I'm going to cut across here, back of the hand. Now I'm going to work on my thumb. That thumb is going to guide a lot of my punches. A lot of people don't think the thumb does too much work. It does a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut across this side here, through the hand, right on back, opposite side. Boom. Just like that. I've got this extra wrap here. Let's finish it off. I'm going to come here, lace it up, come across here, come across here, come across here, all the way around, almost finishing up, leaving the last part at the end just to make it look real nice and sweet. From here, I've got a punch that's just going to destroy you, got a punch that looks great, I'm well protected, thumb, fingers, knuckles, hand, wrist. Thank you so much everybody, have a great day.